Hello everyone, I am Charlie Matthews and welcome back to another episode of Charlie Reviews, where I, obviously, review games. And in this episode we are looking at one of my favourite games of all time and in the series that it's in. That's right guys, you read that title right. Today we are reviewing Little Nightmares 2. So, yeah guys, I mean, with all the videos I've been doing on Little Nightmares and all the other, Little Nightmares installments in the past, you were at least expecting me to review one of them. In fact, I was so excited for this next installment in the series that I just had to invest in the TV edition for the game on launch. I mean, it just looks so cool and came with the game and some really nice goodies, especially this really cool looking statue that I got with it. It's just so cool and it shows the main characters of this new game in the series, and yeah, look, it just looks so cool. Come on, you can't say no to this beautiful statue right here. But anyway guys, without further ado, let's review Little Nightmares 2. Story. So, Little Nightmares 2 starts with a pretty spooky door close-up, then followed by a mysterious young boy named Mono, who wakes up lying down by a TV, and then starts exploring the creepy forest in search to find out what's going on, and why he's here. Eventually, he stumbles upon the hunter's cabin, an enemy we will see later. Then after some searching around the house, he finds Six, our protagonist from the previous game. Mono frees Six, and then after some puzzles, they have to run away from the hunter, who starts shooting at them with his shotgun. And after that, they eventually shoot him. Wow, this game is dark already. So after that, the two kids make their way to the Pale City, a town corrupted by the TV transmissions coming from a distant signal tower, which will end up being Mono's objective to find out what's going on and hopefully shut down the transmission. But before he can do any of that, he has to go to the school, inhabited by creepy dolls and the teacher, who stretches her neck to find her enemies. Freaky. But anyway, after she's dealt with, Six gets back her signature raincoat from the first game, and then they end up at the hospital, inhabited by the Doctor, a creepy man that crawls on the ceilings around his hospital, experimenting on people and turning them into abominations. So eventually, Mono and Six lure the Doctor into a furnace and burn him alive. Oh my god. Anyways, after that, they end up at the heart of the Pale City, where the signal tower is, and where it's inhabited by these deformed people, named the Viewers, who are addicted to the TV transmissions and kill anyone who turns them off. So, yeah, they're menacing, but not as menacing as the Fin Man, who was behind the door we saw at the start of the game, and who Mono frees after getting close enough to the door to open it. So, after that, the Fin Man takes Six, leaving Mono to go to the signal tower and free her, also shutting down the transmission that's controlling the people of the Pale City. So, after Mono escaped the creepy citizens, he makes his way to the signal tower, where he has to fight the Fin Man for the last time, killing him using his powers, and entering the signal tower. When Mono ends up at the signal tower, he goes through these teleporting doors, following the distant hum of Six's music box, and eventually finding her. But she's different. The signals have distorted her, turning her into Monster Six, and Mono has to end up destroying her music box, freeing her from the prison she was trapped in. And after that, the true form of the signals shows itself. A gooey flesh being who starts chasing Mono and Six. But Six ends up at the exit and then grabs Mono by the hand, ready to pull him up. Or that's at least what Mono thought, because after that, Six lets go, leaving him to die, and leaves herself. What a twist. But that's not it. Mono is still alive, finding himself having to sit on a chair for years and years and years, until he turns into the Fin Man, his own nightmare. Wow, what a game. Gameplay. The gameplay in Little Nightmares 2 is quite basic and similar to the first. Pulling levers, ducking under things to hide from enemies, using boxes to reach higher areas, throwing things, etc. But there are some new mechanics there and there. For example, there's now combat, where you can use a weapon to smash those bullies, or bring down those hands, or you can use a weapon to activate traps, saving you from being caught. There's also teleporting, which you do later on in the game by getting a TV remote, letting you teleport through all TVs in the Pale City, provided you turn them on via the remote. And then there's Six, who you could call to help you in need, to either boost you up or help you pull things easier. Basically, she's your good AI pal, and I think all the gameplay in this game makes it really fun and immersive, even if it be basic. Oh wait, I forgot. Six and Mono can hold hands! Aww! Features. Now, with it getting close to the verdict, the features in Little Nightmares 2 are pretty cool, especially with the visuals. Just look at them. Absolutely stunning. I have to say, my favourite sort of visual appearance was in the Pale City, that gloomy, bluish look. It really matched with what the Pale City was, a distorted wasteland filled with nothing but monsters. And the soundtrack. Oh, the soundtrack is so cool. You know what? I'll just give you one of my favourite ones, and I think you will see why. Amazing. It just matches the world and atmosphere of Little Nightmares 2 perfectly, and just makes it so immersive. So guys, here we are finally with the verdict. Little Nightmares 2 is a game with amazing visuals, a beautiful soundtrack, and just a really mysterious and amazing universe and story overall. That keeps you puzzling and guessing at every moment, which in my opinion is a good thing. So guys, without further ado, I rate Little Nightmares 2 an 8 out of 10, guys, with 3 points being taken off because of the basic part of the gameplay being a little bit too repetitive in my opinion, and the first chapter, the Hunter's chapter, being a little bit too short in my thoughts and my own opinion as well. So yeah, Little Nightmares 2 gets an 8 out of 10. So everyone, that was episode 2 of Charlie Reviews. I hope you enjoyed this new episode in the series. I am just really enjoying making these videos, seriously, they're just so fun to edit, like I said in episode 1. But yeah guys, so this is episode 2, it's really, really cool, and by the way, before you guys go down in the comments and asking, yes, I will be reviewing the original Little Nightmares game, and the spin-off, or prequel, mobile game, Very Little Nightmares. I'll be remaking my review of Very Little Nightmares, because I did do an old review on that mobile game when it recently released a couple years back, I think, like in 2019. It's like 2 years ago. I'm going to be remaking that review for Charlie Reviews very soon, because that old review, in my opinion, didn't have a script and wasn't as planned out, to be honest, because I didn't really write scripts back then. I'm writing a lot of scripts for my videos now because I want to put more effort into them. You know, I do prefer quality over quantity here. So yeah, these videos might be coming out in longer amounts of time, but I am putting more quality into them and making them more stand out. But yeah, so I will be remaking that old review very soon on Charlie Reviews, guys, because Charlie Reviews didn't even exist back then when I was doing that. And, you know, I want to remake it, you know, more quality, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, guys, yeah, so I will be reviewing those few games, so you don't need to ask now, it's been confirmed, I'm doing them. They won't be in the next episodes, they'll be later, quite later in the series, because I want to do other games in the next episode or two, but then after that I will be doing the other Little Nightmares games, so do not worry. But anyway, guys, if you want to see more Charlie Reviews episodes as they come out, or more content on my channel, like the new show that I'm working on, it's still coming out soon, do not worry, and stuff like that, and just other things, you know, with my friends and stuff, Switch things, you know, console things, yeah. So anyway, yeah, so if you want to see all of my content, see more Charlie Reviews, do not forget to tap that subscribe button and tap that bell so you never miss a video from my channel. So without further ado, guys, remember that I am Charlie Matthews, peacing out. Bye.